Me, I'm just preparing myself, and I have as the best as I possibly can. Now, when I step in that ring, I know myself will be 100%. So we just have to see when he's in there how he is. Definitely don't think it's something I haven't. Well, I think I could do a lot of talking and say, oh, I'm prepared the best I can. You could just look at me and just kind of see the shape I'm in and how I look, and kind of have your own opinion on it. I think that speaks enough, as you know.
And that's a risk I'm willing to run. I believe I win. He's will be more experienced, and it's my job to go in there and prove that I am at that level, which I will do without a shadow of a doubt in my mind.
I'm gonna hit you with that left hook?
No.
Many fighters like you. I thought that was strong. Yeah, you go for it. You go for it. You go for it. You're the one that started that.
You go for it.
Ryan Garcia and Conor Benn recently came face-to-face during a heated press conference ahead of their highly anticipated fight. Both fighters exchanged confident words and intense stares, making it clear that neither man is backing down. The tense atmosphere immediately grabbed the attention of boxing fans around the world and quickly became a major talking point across social media and boxing news outlets. At one point, Garcia even suggested that Benn was nervous about the upcoming challenge, adding more fuel to an already growing rivalry.
Terrified. He has PTSD.
This fight will serve as Ryan Garcia's first defense of the WBC welterweight championship, making the contest even more important. Garcia captured the title earlier this year and immediately became one of the biggest names in the sport. Since winning the belt, many fans have been eager to see how he would perform against another top contender. On the other side, Conor Benn has worked hard to earn his position as the mandatory challenger. Through several notable performances and consistent victories, Benn placed himself in line for a world title opportunity. Over the past few months, both fighters have exchanged verbal shots in interviews, press conferences, and on social media. For Garcia, this fight is a chance to prove that he belongs at the top of the division. For Benn, it is an opportunity to achieve the biggest victory of his career and become a world champion. With so much at stake, the pressure on both men continues to grow.
Told that September, the Mexican holiday in September, around about the 12th of September, Las Vegas the destination, as Ryan Garcia of Mexican heritage will be defending his WBC welterweight championship. And he was on the Jimmy Fallon show this week, which is massive over in the States. He made a big announcement because he says that he's going to be fighting a certain fella from the United Kingdom in the shape of Conor Benn. What did you make of all that? And just for a little bit of context on that, Conor Benn hasn't fought at 147 pounds flat for the last 4 years. His last fight was 150 pound catch weight against Regis Prograis. He hasn't hit 147 for 4 years. Still highly ranked with the WBC at 147, and now gets an opportunity, it seems, in September to be fighting for a world championship.
Ryan Garcia has made it very clear that he expects a dominant performance when he finally steps into the ring with Conor Benn. Speaking confidently about the matchup, Garcia predicted that Benn would not last the full distance and boldly claimed that the fight could end in the 6th or 7th round. According to Garcia, his speed, timing, accuracy, and powerful left hook will be too much for Benn to handle. Garcia's confidence increased following Benn's victory over Regis Prograis, a performance that many boxing fans and analysts felt was not particularly impressive. Since then, Garcia has repeatedly stated that he believes he is operating on a completely different level from the British challenger. The American star views this fight as the perfect opportunity to make a statement, defend his title in impressive fashion, and silence any remaining critics who question his ability at the highest level.
You know me, I can't play soccer, brother. You're about to see right now. I'll try my best, though. I can get them all back.
Hey, what round is Conor Benn going to sleep?
Oh, he's going to go to sleep in rounds 6 or 7.
Are you excited?
Of course, man. We're going to beat it. You know that.
He called you out again today.
Oh, it's insane. He acts like he have a contract. Brother, I don't have a contract, you know.
How you been, Ryan? Good?
I've been good, yeah.
Like you've been training?
I've been training hard. Once you're a champion, you got to stay a champion.
Eddie Hearn believes that a fight between Ryan Garcia and Conor Benn has all the ingredients to become a massive boxing event, especially in the United Kingdom. According to Hearn, Garcia's popularity extends far beyond the United States, and he has developed a strong following among British boxing fans as well. While Benn is already one of the most recognizable fighters in the UK, Garcia's star power, social media influence, and global profile could take the event to another level. Hearn even suggested that Garcia may be a bigger star in Britain than Benn is in America, highlighting just how popular the American champion has become worldwide. He expects huge interest from fans, media outlets, sponsors, and television broadcasters on both sides of the Atlantic. With two outspoken fighters and a genuine rivalry, Hearn believes the matchup could become one of the biggest attractions in boxing this year.
In terms of that fight, I think it's a good fight. I don't think it's a big fight in America. I think it's a big fight in the UK. Obviously, Ryan's a big star in America. Conor's not. Ryan's a bigger star in the UK than Conor is in America, and Conor's a big star in the UK. So, yeah, I don't think it's a fight that's going to do massive numbers, but I like the fight. I think it's exciting. I think at 147, Ryan's a big fight. I don't think Conor should be fighting at 147. I think, I like him up at 160 or up towards that weight class, but I don't see a way he beats Ryan Garcia at 1.
Despite the excitement surrounding Garcia versus Benn, many people still believe that Ryan Garcia against Devin Haney remains the biggest fight available in the American boxing market. Their first meeting produced plenty of drama and controversy, making fans eager for a second chapter. During that fight, Haney showcased his technical boxing skills and controlled many portions of the contest, but Garcia's explosive power created several knockdowns that completely changed the momentum. That combination of elite boxing ability and knockout power creates a fascinating matchup that fans naturally want to see again. In addition, the rivalry between the two fighters continues to grow, with both men frequently exchanging comments in public. Because of their history, championship ambitions, and commercial appeal, many experts believe a rematch would be one of the biggest events in modern boxing.
Don't understand anyone that thinks that Conor Benn's a bigger fight than Devin Haney. In the US, it's definitely not a bigger fight. Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney is huge in the US. Why? Because we know what's going to happen during it. We know what the press tour is going to look like with these guys hating the hell out of each other. And we saw 12 rounds of that. Well, you're right. Devin Haney, in the rounds he didn't get hurt or knocked down, won those rounds. The problem was Ryan Garcia hurt him a lot, knocked him down 3 times, beat him up in that fight. His face was all messed up at the end of that fight.
And it was one of the fights of the year as well, man.
Great fight. This is
really
what I'm saying. It was a great fight. You don't need to tell people that Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney could be a great fight. We know it is because we saw it.
Conor Benn's recent performances have led some critics and analysts to raise questions about his standing within the welterweight division. Several observers described his latest outing as underwhelming and viewed it as a warning sign ahead of potential fights against elite opposition. Some have also questioned his position among the top-ranked contenders, arguing that his recent activity at the 147-pound limit has not been strong enough to fully justify such a high ranking. Critics who once believed Benn's aggression, power, and explosive style would trouble the division's best fighters have started to reconsider that opinion. As a result, confidence in his ability to defeat the biggest names in the sport has decreased. Many now believe that fighters such as Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney, and Shakur Stevenson would enter potential matchups as clear favorites because of their greater experience, technical skills, and success at the highest level. Nevertheless, Benn remains a dangerous opponent with considerable talent, and this upcoming fight gives him a perfect opportunity to prove his doubters wrong and show that he belongs among boxing's elite.
Ben, for whatever reasons, is the #1 ranked challenger to Ryan Garcia's WBC title. All right, let's not litigate that right now. The WBC does incredibly crazy things with their rankings. I agree with you there. Before this fight, I talked to a lot of smart people in boxing that thought Conor Benn would beat Ryan Garcia, that thought Conor Benn's explosiveness would be too much for Ryan Garcia, who often leaves himself kind of in a tough defensive position when he steps back. He drops his guard, that chin hangs up in the air. After this fight, Sergio, I don't know how you can look at a Garcia-Conor Benn matchup and say that Ryan is the underdog. Ryan, who was on social media saying, bring that guy to me afterwards, has to be feeling confident if that's the fight that gets made at some point before the end of this year. All the welterweights out there were saying the exact same thing. Devin Haney is on social media. Shakur Stevenson, who is not a big puncher at 140 pounds, said he would be